I believe that at its core, coaching is really about establishing a partnership so that teachers don't feel so alone or so isolated. You can use coaching as an opportunity to tackle challenges and celebrate teaching successes together with a colleague. In an effective coaching relationship, all teachers will have a voice and all teachers will have a choice, so that together they can find a way to improve our professional practice and to find strategies to motivate this generation so that students can achieve their potential.
Everything changes.
We should all be striving to get better at something. Our students deserve that. But I find that the longer I'm in this profession and the more that I learn and grow, the more I actually realize my faults. And so it's important to start with just one goal, one achievable goal, where we can get a little bit better each day. My coach Jamie and I focused on just 1 to 3 goals this semester that I identified as areas for self-improvement.
We're going to talk about your lesson that you had, and so tell me a little bit about this class. Like, what's the dynamic, what's the content, topic, set it up. Okay, so you've watched the video, and I've watched the video, and now we're going to just kind of talk about the things you wanted me to look for and us to discuss.
Correct, yes.
So just so we remember, we're going to look at lesson pacing, so making sure it's kind of a lively pace, and how does the pacing, is it consistent?
Yes. And I chose that as one of my goals because I feel like on days when I do whole group instruction or lecture, I really do struggle with that.
Everything changes.
So working with instructional coaches, I think, has gone through 4 stages for me. The first stage has been diagnostic. They'll meet with me in advance and determine what do I want to get out of a particular area of concern. My concern this year was seminars. It always has been. So we would meet and decide on a goal so it wasn't so overwhelming when they came into the room. The second stage was participation from the coach, and that can look differently. They may be giving me some teaching strategies. They might be a participant in the seminar, and that can be a reflective participant where they're taking notes and scribing for me, but it might be more active where they're in the Google Classroom or the Google Chat that they've set up and they're actually speaking to the students with me, or they're in the seminar circle. So that participation can look a little bit differently. And then the third step is, I think, the most helpful step for me with a coach. It's the reflective step. As a participant in the seminar, it's kind of a blur when it's actually happening. So to have the coach sit down with me and say what went well, what didn't go well, is really vital. But I think the last step is the most important, and it's the one I might neglect as a teacher, but if I don't do this, then this is all for naught. And that's the where from here step. So it's the goal setting step of, okay, you've done all this, you've gone through the stages, what did you glean that you can use the next time you do this? And the next time might be with the coach. It doesn't have to be one and done and they're never going to come back. But ideally they would empower me with a little bit of knowledge to take back in. Not that they fixed it, not that my seminars are now perfect, but I feel like I have an arsenal of some options that I can use and they've equipped me to do a little bit better.
Working with an instructional coach was very beneficial. I had a pretty intensive project that was paper-based, and I really wanted to make it a paperless project. And I was able to work one-on-one with an instructional coach over several sessions to make that possible. It was very nice to have the one-on-one so that I could learn it before my students, and I wasn't trying to learn as my students did.
In terms of organizing and helping to deepen student understanding during the development and presentation of a lesson, I found it to be invaluable to have those resources available from people who know what they're doing. They have classroom experience and they can spend time with us. So it's been a really, really valuable resource all year long.
The coaching cycle is not meant as a quick fix. It is a constantly evolving process, as some things work and some don't. We can actually learn more from the things that don't work as we continue to make improvements. The coach can support the teacher by having a pre-conference where the teacher sets a goal. The coach can observe and collect data and ideally use video to record lessons. Together, the teacher and the coach use video to determine the next steps. Ultimately, the coach can empower teachers to try something new.